Okay, now I'm gonna talk about the yield curve. Yield curve. I'm trying to speak American English, but like R sound is very difficult for me to like to like twist my tongue. Okay, so we have yield curves. So first of all, we will talk about the yield curves. So yield curve is a term structure of interest rate. It means it's in Vietnamese it's gonna cấu trúc kỳ hạn của lãi suất hoặc đường cong lãi suất. Đường cong lãi suất. Okay, so for this one, I think is include. So for yield curve is include for the yield curve of coupon bonds. So that means we have a yield at we have yield and we have maturity. So with yield and a maturity, we have like the longer bond that you hold, the higher rate of return you will get, because like it is based on the maturity time. So longer time you hold, more benefit you will get in the future. Okay, the next one we will talk about spot curve or zero curve or strip curve. So that means spot rate or spot curve is mean like we do not have any coupon during the life of the bond. Okay, the next one we have forward curve. Like in a different year we have a different yield. For example, the first year we have the yield curve for the yield for 5%, but the second year we will have the yield for 7%, and the third year we will have the yield for 10%. Like it depends. Like each different year will have a different yield on that. So we call this one a yield. We call this one forward curve. Okay, the next one we will talk about the par curve, like trading at par, like all the bonds traded par price. Okay, so for this one we just like remember about this one to make sure that like we understand about the curve. Okay, so I'm gonna get one question on this loss about the yield curves. Okay, so we have the which of the following yield curves is least likely to consist of observed yields in the market? A. Forward yield curve. B. Par bond yield curve. C. Coupon bond yield curve. It's kind of very difficult to pronounce. R sound at the middle of the word. It's very difficult. So for this one, I think to talk about this and the question number 144.4. So for this one, the answer would be par bond yield curve. So let's explain the reason why we choose this one. Because like par bond yield curves are based on the theoretical yields that would cause bonds at each maturity to be priced at par. Coupon bond yields and forward forward, the interest rate can be observed directly from the market transaction. For example, like a bond used in forward is still based on the price, the situation in the market. So par bond curves are based on the theoretical yield. Yes, so we still need to remember about this one.